everyone, my name is Simon Watalabi, and today I'll be discussing threat actors and vulnerabilities that occur in the hospital. Before I go on, I'll be briefly discussing the presentation that I had done last week on threat actors and adversary model. Adversary models are strategies used to detect attackers via the use of cryptography. And so pretty much this is used to fix threat actors. And there are different types of threat actors. We have cyber criminals, cyber terrorists, insider threats, nation state actors, activists, and this are just few off the top of my head. So moving forward, uh, what is a threat? A threat is anything that could exploit a vulnerability and makes it harder the integrity and availability of anything valuable. This can be natural or human made. Vulnerabilities are what threats exploit. There are weaknesses in the system that can be exploited for unethical purposes. So pretty much vulnerability and threats are intertwined. They relate to each other. Threat is what is a result of a vulnerability. Moving forward, we're discussing potential system attacks and actors that go with them. The first one I'll be discussing is malware. Malware, this is a malicious software that disables or damages the computer. So it pretty much could disable the computer for a specific period of time or permanently damage the computer. And threat actors that use this kind of potential system attacks are activists, insider threats, and truth seekers. These are just a few that I've named off the top of my head again. Ransomware is another type of potential system attack. This is a type of malware that locks up the victim's data or device and threatens to keep it locked unless paid a ransom to the attacker. Types of threat actors that indulge in this type of system attacks include nonetheless cyber criminals, cyber terrorists, insider threats, nation state actors. Phishing attacks, this is one of the most common threat actors of today, and this uses email, text messages, voice messages, or fake websites to target an individual or mass individuals. Now, when we're targeting a specific individual, we call this a spear phishing. This is when you target a specific individual when one has a sort of relationship to them, meaning they might know them personally. Moving forward, we're going to be discussing types of threat actors that could occur in the hospital and their vulnerabilities. One is nation state actors. Nation state actors in the hospital setting, this can be done via the use of phishing and social engineering. Social engineering is another type of phishing. It inputs the feelings of fear and urgency into the individual, making them think whatever is being sent to them is urgent and needs to be attended to as soon as possible. Activists, they use they leak they do their own strategies via leaking of information and what we call doxing. So doxing is also another way of leaking information. It involves leaking sensitive or embarrassing documents to the public. Cyber criminals use malware and spoofing. Spoofing is a type of attack that we have discussed in class earlier on. Cyber terrorists use what we call APT. We've also discussed that in class. It's called Advanced Persistent Threats. And they also use computer viruses as well. Thank you.